Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR and over here we talk reactions and reviews.
Always what's good for Martell.
No. What's been good for me has been good for my entire family.
Shut up! What's been good for you has been good for your entire family. Don't play with me. He just really has honestly lost his damn mind. At the end of the day, I know that I have been a good wife to him.
What's goody, everyone? Welcome back. This will be my first review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And sis, I got to tell you, this is going to be an interesting season. All right, you guys. So we are on season 2 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I just want to say, I didn't know they had all that drama going on in Huntsville, Alabama. No disrespect to all my Huntsville, Alabama residents, but yeah, I didn't know y'all had all that spice going on. But let me tell you, Melody and Martell, it's going to be a lot going on this season with them and the other cast members, but I'm really concentrating on Melody and Martell. So you guys, the season starts off with Melody and Martell doing a baby photo shoot, okay? Because Melody is 37 and a half weeks pregnant, soon to drop their 4th child in the wake of Martell's affair coming out. So you guys, if you follow Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know last season, Martell was exposed that Martell was having a long-term affair with a mistress who has now become known as Arian Curry. Arian is coming out with a book about the whole entanglement with Martell. I'm going to start off by saying this. I believe Melody has used this whole affair, obviously, for a storyline, for her to become famous, okay? So, y'all, we do know that being cheated on is never good, regardless if it's the man doing the cheating or the woman doing the cheating. But I believe Melody felt like, you know, it's already happened. There's nothing I can do to take it away. So if anything, if I can't beat them, I might as well join them, okay? So she decided to exploit what she's been through as a married woman, married to a Martell for 13 years, and his infidelity. So as the story goes on, Melody talks to her brother. Her brother is a school teacher, and basically, since, you know, Huntsville is not a real big city, obviously word gets around that Melody and Martell are going through some problems in their marriage, and the brother talks to Melody about, you know, how he's feeling as a teacher and how he's a high school teacher and how his students is coming to him like, teach. How can you handle looking this man in his face knowing that he's betrayed your whole sister? You know? So if anything, he basically was like, you know, I'm going to speak my piece, but I'm gonna stay out of it. As episode 1 goes on, titled Special Delivery, Melody, her husband, and their 3 children meets Melody's mother at the 3D ultrasound facility. They're going to see 3D ultrasounds of the new baby. Okay, so they seem very excited. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. While I was watching this, it looks so fake to me. It really, really does. Now, again, these are reality stars and they're playing out what to be their real life. And I just see a lot of putting on for the camera, okay? So they're in there and they do the 3D ultrasound, and the youngest little girl shows, you know, everybody, this is the child's mouth and this is the child's nose. And so it stops there, and Martell goes and takes the children all to, you know, to the bathroom before they get ready to leave. So it leaves just Melody and her mom in the room together, and Melody mom says to her, you know, you look like you're happy. Looks like everything is working out. And she was like, yeah, you know, we're happy. We're seeming to make it. And you know, y'all, as I'm listening to Melody and I'm watching her body language, it just appears to me that, you know, Melody had this baby to try to hold on to this marriage. Y'all, y'all let me know what you think down below, but that's my feeling. That's what I'm thinking. Like, since you had this baby, like, because we all know women's intuition, okay? And you had to know, it's alleged that him and this Arian Curry, the mistress, had an affair. I believe it was like 3 or 4 years. They had an affair for quite some time. And I feel like Melody had to get some type of inclination that her husband was in some type of entanglement. Y'all, that's the word for 2020, entanglement. That he was in some type of entanglement with another woman. So it's a lot of stuff that goes on in the show. And one thing that I really want to point out to y'all that I found interesting in this episode, where Martell is seeking counseling. Okay, so he's seeking counseling by this man that's a physician, a doctor of psychology. And he goes to talk to this man about his problems, okay, trying to, heal this marriage by healing himself to heal his marriage. And what I found very funny is how Martell talked about how he's not having his father in his life. He feel like the void of not having his father is something that he's been missing. And I guess the infidelity of him stepping out of his marriage was some way trying to fill the void of missing his father. And I'm thinking to myself, you mean to tell me that's what you came up with? No, that Martell, I'm here to tell you that wasn't it. You had that in affair is because that's what you wanted to do. Had nothing to do with your father. So let me show you just really quick what Martell had to say.
One of the last times we talked, we talked about you and your dad. Mm-hmm. And there was some pieces that you wanted to connect. Were you able to do that?
Slightly, but not. When I say slightly, we've had conversations and things like that. Yeah. But we really haven't bonded the way that I think we should have. It might be a lot of things that I'm missing.
Okay.
In life, for him not being a part of my life.
Okay.
But I don't know I'm a great father. I don't know what I'm missing because I don't feel it. I don't feel that I'm missing anything from the lack of him being in my life. I don't know.
You're not wishing it was different?
Well, I'm from the hood. We didn't have fathers in the life. All my neighbors, all my friends, nobody had dads around. Nobody.
There were no men in the hood?
People had kids, but not like you see me, Martell Hope, with his child. I'm holding their hands. I'm hugging them. I'm kissing them. I tell them I love them every day. I read them books. We go places. I'm in their lives. I didn't see the father, so I didn't know that a father's supposed to be in the kid's life. I didn't know that.
So you're not angry at him being missing from your life, and you're not angry about him just not being a part of what you needed to be who you needed to be. You're not angry about none of that?
Not really. If God would have shown me, Martell, your life would have been so much more amazing if your dad was a part of your life. If God could show me that right now, I'd be like, dang, Daddy, you see what you could have done for me?
But I think God did show you, because when you look at what you went through, now you're getting in touch with your losses of detachment from your dad, and you're saying, I don't want this for my kids. Then it makes you take the position of, I need to be available for my kids. What did it feel like to know that you have a father incarcerated, but him not active in your life to where you could become emotionally satisfied?
Well, I know the reason that he wasn't in my life.
Okay.
Being incarcerated the majority of my life.
Okay.
But still, it was times that he'd gotten out of prison and I never even knew. And that was probably for a few years and I never knew.
So if you noticed in that clip, Martell spoke about, in his neighborhood, he was from the hood, and in the hood, there was no daddies around. He said his friends and neighbors and everybody in the neighborhood, there was no father figure around. He said, but he's the type of man that he's there with his children. He holds his children's hand. He reads his children's books. He takes his children places. He tells his children he loves them. And he's really trying to be that strong father figure in his children's life. He talks about, his dad being incarcerated for the vast majority of his life. And even when his father would do bits and he would get out and would be free, Martell said it would be a year or so and he wouldn't even know his father was out. And although Martell was having that revelation right there at that moment, speaking to that doctor that was trying to help him with his feelings, I just want to know, obviously, Martell didn't have that same revelation or that same energy when he was cheating on his wife. Because ultimately, as he said, he knows what it feels to be without a father figure, a father in his life. And I'm just thinking, when you were cheating on your wife, did you understand that you could have destroyed your family indefinitely? And your children could be the adult that you are now, sitting in the spot that you're in, telling a psychologist how they're feeling about not having their father in their lives and what they went through. So, that's the part I don't think Martell gets. It's like you're expressing all these feelings now, but when you was in the heat of the moment with this woman, you wasn't thinking about your children. Obviously, you were just thinking about yourself, and you most definitely wasn't even thinking about your wife. So also in the first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, it comes out that Arian, the mistress, confronts Melody. So, I'm just telling y'all, these mistresses, they have very big gall. Like, my thing is this, and this is my opinion. Me being the mistress, I'm not confronting the wife, because to me, as a mistress, you don't have the position to be confronting the wife because she's the wife. You are the side chick, the side boo. Okay. He spends time when it's available for him to spend time. So how do you feel like you have the right to confront the wife when you're not that? If anything, the wife need to be confronting you, as to say, why is you dealing with my husband? How are you going to confront the wife saying, how are you dealing with my side piece? Y'all let me know your thoughts down below about that. This season is going to be very interesting. So as the show goes on, Melody goes and she's planning her extravagant baby shower for baby number 4. And y'all, Melody says that she's very extra. And I'm going to be honest with you. She most definitely is very extra. So as she's planning out the party, she's telling them who should be invited, who shouldn't be invited. She calls Kimmy up, and Kimmy confirms her RSVP that she will be there. And then she asked if Melody was going to invite Letitia. And she was like, no, I will not be inviting her. And so basically Melody expressed how she felt about Letitia and how she was trying to mend the fences between Letitia and Marceau. Marceau is one of Martell's good friends. And actually Marceau and the mistress met. Well, they were together when Martell and the mistress met, and Marceau was holding on with the story with. He had no idea that Martell was even cheating with the woman until everybody else in the world knew. Now, Marceau and the mistress knew each other before Martell and the mistress met, okay? So obviously Letitia is Marceau's wife. So I guess Melody, feels betrayed by Letitia, because she was like, well, you had to know something was going on. And as a friend, why wouldn't you tell me my husband was tiptoeing in the tulips with a whole nother woman? And I'm going to be honest with you, Letitia probably felt like it wasn't her place, because even though that's your friend, some people be like, I'm going to stay out of that. That's not my business, because at the end of the day, if I get involved in that, obviously, like what we're seeing now, you and your husband is trying to reconcile, but then me and you are on the outs, or Letitia and Marceau, the husband and wife, are on the outs with Melody and Martell, and all they were trying to do was help a friend, and in the end, they come out to be the enemies. So that's why a lot of times sometimes you just got to stay out of people's business, and you got to let them work it out. Because at the end of the day, the person that owed Melody any and all was Martell. Okay, he owed Melody to speak the truth, or better yet, to protect his vows, to honor his vows. That's what he owed Melody, but he didn't do that. So then it clips to them entering the baby shower, okay? So the royal family enters the baby shower, y'all, in a whole horse and buggy, okay? I thought to myself, sis, this is your 4th child, not your 1st. I just was thinking, like, sis, if you're entering the baby shower in a whole horse and buggy, what did you do for the first baby shower? Sis, did you come in on a jet, a plane? Yeah, I thought that was very over the top. to be your fourth child. Now, I do understand, you know, a birth. Everybody is excited about births, but I'm like, sis, it's your fourth child. You're not a brand new mom, sis. You true to this, okay? But again, this is what she wanted to do, and she looked really beautiful. I will say that. Melody looked really beautiful. Martell looked nice. The children looked really nice, but I just really felt like it was so over the top, okay? If you guys saw it, let me know down below what you thought about them entering the baby shower in a whole horse and carriage and everybody standing outside waiting for them to show up. I thought that was just, me personally, I just thought it was just a little bit too much. Y'all could just pull it up in your car, okay? And that's it. So they get inside and Melody is taking pictures. Her and Martell are greeting people and everything. And then they break off and everybody starts, you know, getting their food and they're eating and things of that nature. And then it shows Martell's mother and Melody's mother sitting at the table eating. So Melody's mother basically says to Martell's mother, yeah, I talked to Martell and I'm hoping him and I are on the same page. At least I feel like they're on the same page. And Martell's mother's looking at Melody's mom like, yo, why you don't stay out of it? Like, this really ain't got nothing to do with you. So Martell's mother was like, okay, you talked to him. What'd he say? She said, well, I think we on the same page. I think we in agreement that, you know, he knows what to do. We had a real good talk and I feel like he understands me. Y'all, Martell's mama looked at Melody's mother like, you need to mind your business. Because at the end of the day, if I'm minding mine, you need to mind yours. But y'all, we know how it is. When it's our daughters as mothers, yeah, we got to protect our daughters. Now, these moms with these sons, some of them mother their sons and some of them don't. But I did understand Martell's mother's position. They're grown. They're going to go through things. Us intervening as parents, that's really not our place. Now, if he's being physical or something like that, yes, we're going to intervene as a family. But as far as them going through, you know, their irreconcilable differences, that's for them to go through. That's not for the family to get involved, okay? And that's why a lot of times when y'all go through stuff like that, you know, I do understand people like to talk to people to get stuff off their chest. But you really need to keep that between yourself or maybe talk to a person that's unbiased to the whole situation because you don't want that extra commotion with family members, right? Because y'all can go like what Melody and Martell were trying to do. They're trying to build their family back up and now you'd involve the other family members in it. And now they're feeling some type of way about each other when y'all are starting to mend y'all ways and y'all going on about your way. Now, they did say in the middle of the show, they stopped with the black screen and it said that production did try to reach out to the Mistress, but the Mistress didn't respond. Y'all, it's alleged that she's coming out with a book. It's also alleged that she's pregnant. Now, although this was filmed last year, you guys, it's now that Martell and Melody have split up. They have actually gone their separate ways and Melody's actually moved to Atlanta. And it's rumored that Martell is like pursuing his wife and she's like, she ain't got no, she don't want no dealings. I guess Melody done had this baby and she was like, I got my mojo back and she done went on about her business, okay? But, you know, at the end of the day, you guys, I just really feel like as black women, we need to protect our energy, okay? And going through something as traumatic as your husband cheating on you, I don't really feel like that's a position where you need to exploit it, right? If anything, use it in a way that you can help other women. But we do understand for the love of money is the root of all evil. And we understand that people nowadays, it's about that almighty dollar. And it just appears to me that people will sell their soul for that dollar. And I just really feel like that's what's going on right now. It's a lot of people selling their souls for these dollars and y'all go right on ahead. I'm gonna keep myself over here with my little poor self and protect my energy. So y'all, this is going to be an interesting season. I would love to see how all this is going to play out. I really want to see when this Mistress is going to show back up because I got a funny feeling she is most definitely going to show back up. I'm hoping Letitia and Melody can kind of mend their relationship as well. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm really hoping as adult women, they can. I'm hoping Letitia can kind of understand where Melody is coming from as being a scorned woman and what she went through. And I really feel like Melody is feeling like, Letitia, you should be able to feel where I'm coming from. Letitia, in the reunion last season, or season 1, in the reunion, Letitia said a lot of things. She said that Melody tried to come on to Marceau. And y'all, it was just a lot of back and forth and friction. You know, it's always like that on the reunion shows. That's why I really don't like to watch the reunion shows. I really just like to watch the episodes and just formulate my own opinion as I go along. Y'all make sure y'all come back next week for my update on episode 2 of season 2. Y'all, it's going to get interesting, and I'm here for all of it, okay? I most definitely will see y'all in the next video. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye-bye.